Hello, my little weirdos. My fellow weirdos. Um, I was going to talk about what Ed Coulter said the other day, and decided I'm not giving it any, not giving her any more than she's got. Um, it is a genocide that's going on because it's our brown. Basically, it's more brown than anything. Actually, they're not even focusing on any other except brown skin. Um, and the people getting caught up in that, for once, it's not black folks that are the target, which is a shock. But aside from our South American, Mexican, kind of brothers and sisters, who's getting wrapped up in that are Native American. Um, Now let that sink in. I said Native Americans. Yeah, the people that had it, the the landmass first. Yeah, they had empires and incredible buildings across North and South America, and there's still ruins there today. Yeah, yeah, of the Native American and the Native Mexican folks. Yeah, yeah, because South America has the Mayan and the Inca and all that stuff, right? North America has the Cherokee, the Iroquois. Come on, Blackfoot, Apache. Come on, people. They all had their own things, and they weren't all just living in like ransack hat kind of teepees and living off of berry. I mean, I know a lot of people still think that, and it's yeah, I'm a little fired up today, and making my daily calls didn't satiate it as much as it does. I even had a discussion with the maintenance guy because my freaking alarm just won't shut up, and I didn't have the air conditioner on. I had just decided because it was warming up, and the guy I call and I'm like, I used to going off. I got up on that damn ladder 4 damn times. It stood there and waited every time. And the young guy, I finally call and it's going off. I'm like, listen, I know I can't. He goes, I'll be right over. I'll put a new one up. Young guy, he says, that's the same one that was in my apartment. I said, it's a crazy thought because I don't think it's possible. But I wasn't cooking. There was nothing except heat from like humidity. I mean, and I know heat rises and like the humidity rises. That doesn't set off fire, smoke detectors, though, does it? And he goes, some of the old ones, they do. It does affect. He goes, because I saw it myself in my own apartment when it was humid. And I said, even in the winter, he goes, yeah, if it's really humid and like your windows are closed or, there's no air coming in. Because I thought I turned the air conditioner on and it was getting hotter. I'm like, what's going on? And then it started. And so I was already warm, and then getting up there, it was even warmer. And he goes, yeah, it does. He goes, because this is the exact, I said, this is an old, he goes, yeah. So he just put a new one in, and while we were talking out there on the porch for about 20 minutes, talking about politics, because I asked, is the complex, I said, how can I say this in a congenial way? Are they cool with like pride flag? I mean, how are they in the current? Are they like supporting the administration, or are they like F ICE? He says, I think they're more F ICE. It's like, okay, cool. I had a feeling because they said nothing about these big 3 foot by 5 foot pride flag and 3 foot by 5 foot autism flag, ally flags. um, and that might be one of the things that endeared them to me then, because I had to sign up, hands off the Constitution with my handprints for like a week after 4th of July. And nobody said take it down, or, I had one up that said something about immigrants built this nation. Nobody said, so I'm like, and he goes, yeah, I think they're kind of like that. So he's like, I was telling him some of the things, some of the calls I make, some of the people not to vote for, like Assemblyman Brian Bergen, who's up for re-election in November. We won't be electing him. In fact, if he's one of the only two running, and it's to him, I just won't vote for anybody because he's not getting my vote. But at any rate, did I tell you about that? Yeah, he defended ICE being masked. Yes, I brought out the soapbox. And, no, it wasn't the little one. It wasn't even the mama soapbox. Yeah, it was the big, big daddy soapbox. Yeah. Mm. I've just been busy. Oh, the garden. We got nailed with storm yesterday, last night. You've probably seen that Jersey floods. I mean, like up to the windshields of cars. That was 30 minutes south of me. Go see some of the, there's a couple shorts and there's a couple videos of it just pouring. I actually had to go out on that because it was beating down my sunflowers, like 3 of them. It had been pouring so much that the soil was saturated for sunflowers have deeper roots, and they're like hip high. So they've got roots in them. They've taken wind and everything. But we got so saturated that the rain was just making them lean over. And even if I pushed up the ground around it, lifted up, it was just solid mud. It was just not holding. I had to put rocks. Yeah. So as it dries out, it'll dry out with the up. But yeah, it was crazy. It was just, and the sound was just really loud. And maybe 30 minutes away south of me is where all that flooding hit. I did get one thing it was something. Yep. Yep. It's handheld pocket pepper spray. And there's a clip. So, here. I'm doing this on my cell phone. So anyway, yeah. We got nailed water-wise. I mean, it was puddling all over the complex. But it finally stopped. The thing is, it was blowing 1 minute, I had to close that window, and then it got quiet after about 15-20 minutes. It all stopped. I'm like, oh, okay. Opened windows. I was like, oh, well, it's a little clear. And then it started raining again, blowing in the other one. Yeah, we needed that rain. We're supposed to get some probably tonight, tomorrow. But anyway, yes, I got my pepper spray, and I actually I did order I did get a stun gun. I won't get it till after the 21st because they're on vacation. From the 1st to the 21st or something like that. And I didn't get it until the 3rd. So, look at it, smudgy. That's some update there. Uh, yeah, for years, it's not just now the genocide and the sweeping up the Native American folks with all the others. Y'all, the thing is, they can't migrate or immigrate to America because they owned the land before us white people did. Their people were here very, very, very many moons before the white people. So we did not civilize the Americas or North America at all. Just because they had a different belief system and a different culture doesn't mean they were uncivilized. I'll tell you who was uncivilized. The colonists who took advantage of the Native American brown-skinned folks. Yeah. Because as all arrogant white people, or white men, okay, not all white men, but as a lot of arrogant white men, they just figured they were dumb. They're stupid. And they took their kindness and their welcome attitude as soft and easy and weak and dumb, instead of as welcoming and willing to share their land. Good Lord, people. They were like, share our land, fine. Just, don't be dicks about it. Leave us to be. Leave our space where it is. That's all they asked. That's really not that much. It's like trans people and gay people asking to just, can I just fucking breathe air? Can I just exist? Can I, you don't even have to fucking look at me. Can I just exist? So my gut said, and I've put it off for a long time, and I had originally thought of a gun, but I don't have transportation easy, and I have to be able to, it's been a while since I've shot. It's not like just to brush up, and ammo costs money, and going to the range costs money, and not only that, but the transportation. It's just, and I thought, you know what, a stun gun, you need to incapacitate. And I'd rather have to deal with having shot somebody and injured an arm or something than killing them with a gun. Because I know I can shoot what I aim at. And that worries me for somebody who, if they want to fuck with somebody like me, because if we have to, we will. And the inmates at the prisons never believed that if they tried to escape while I was in the tower or out on the perimeter in the truck for the shift, they would ask occasionally, hey, would you really shoot me if I tried to go over the fence? I'm like, yeah, if you don't stop when I tell you to stop, fuck yeah. They're like, really, man? We're okay with each other, man. I'm like, dude, it's my job. And I don't know you. And I ain't gonna support you, but I gotta support myself. And fuck yeah, I'll do it if it's a necessary and legitimate reason. If you do not stop and it shoot you or let you get away, you're getting shot, dude. I'll try to shoot you in the ass or the leg. But, And they were always like, really? You gotta remember, I was like platinum blonde. And I wasn't skinny, but I definitely wasn't this big. So they were always was very nonplussed when I would answer, and they would be like, really? That didn't take you much time to think about it? I'm like, that's right. That's why I'm in the tower, because I don't need to think about it. I've already made that decision. If you refuse to listen to me, especially if I say it again and you refuse, you're getting shot or you're getting shot at. Yeah, you are. And I would answer him like that. Yeah, fuck yeah. Uh-huh. Because my job, that's my job, to keep you here. Hello? It's like going to McDonald's and not giving them their food. That's your job. So, yeah, I'll show you it. The cool thing about this stun gun, it's also small. Because I've got little hands. Colt 45s always look so fucking huge in my hand because, I mean, seriously, I know I have little hands. I have stubby teeth, too. Stubby little teeth. But this stun gun, it's little, and yeah, it's purple. I didn't get it because it was purple. The reason I really liked it was I didn't want something black because I want to be able to find it. And when it's in a purse or something, you can't find it, or in a drawer at home. It's black is hard to see. Unless the inside of the drawer is painted white, which most aren't. But it's got like a wrist strap, and there's a pin that it's normally, I think it's like a click type of thing. But if it's pulled or jerked from your hand, or it gets stuck on something, right? Gets stuck in, the pin will pull out. So even if it, does that, you got it caught on something, just pick it up and put the pin in and click it, and it's fine again. It's usable. But the thing is, if somebody actually grabs it from you, somebody comes behind you and grabs it while you're with somebody in front, whatever the situation, as soon as they pull it away, it's obviously the wrist thing is going to stay on your wrist. But once the pin is pulled out of the stun gun, they can't use it. It has to be to finish the connection. It has to be in. The pin has to be in. It doesn't have to be around your wrist, but the pin has to be in there. I really like that because there's people, they do get either firearms or tasers or stun guns taken away and used on them. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not going to spend the money to buy a damn stun gun and then have some mofo use it against me. Hell to the no. So your girl got one that's got that feature. And I remembered from years ago, they had that feature on certain things, and I was like, I really have that on there. And a stun gun is not a taser. Taser has the darts that come right. A stun gun is just that zzz thing. So, they have to be close. And if they're that close to get stunned by, hit by your stun gun, then you're legitimately too fucking close. Why all up on me that way, I'll show you that when it comes in. It's still going to be, 6 days before they're even back. But yeah, y'all, some of those people in Jersey that did get caught in all that flooding. There's a lot of flooding being done this year. Y'all be safe, okay?